Hey there, my fellow jewelry enthusiasts. Welcome to my channel, Memory Lane by Marie, and I'm Marie. If this is your very first time joining me, welcome to my channel. If you are a longtime subscriber, welcome back. I've missed you. I'm glad you joined me today. Guys, I know I've been away for a little while, and I'm back. At least I hope so. I'm certainly going to try to be consistent, but as you know, as I've stated before, we can only give from our abundance sometimes, and that's just the way it is right now. But hopefully we've got news on the horizon, or we've got interventions, that's the word I'm looking for, coming in to help us with what's going on as far as this pandemic, and hopefully that's going to help set us on a road back to something that looks a little bit more like normal. So again, hi, how are you? How's everything? Hope you and your family are well. While I was gone, I was contacted by a beading company who asked if I could unbox their subscription, and I was happy to do so. So this video is sponsored by Potomac Beads, and this is their Best Bead Box. And so I'm going to be unboxing this for you today. But before I even get started, you guys, this is some great packaging. I love it. It is a reusable box. There is a magnetic closure on it, and I think that is just the smartest packaging idea that I've seen. I saw some unboxings for this box a while ago. I haven't really been looking at a lot of videos, but I do recall this one, and I do know that they have some pretty nice beads at Potomac. I've purchased beads from them just separately on my own to add to my stash, and I'm looking forward to getting into this box. So come on, get in with me. So at first observation, one thing I do like is I know that this subscription box offers a pattern. They offer you a piece of jewelry, a unit of jewelry, where they offer you a pattern to follow. And I like right off the bat how they have it separate in its own little plastic bag, separate from the additional items, beads for our stash. And so I think that is really smart, because unless you're just the best gemologist and you just know all the names and everything when you see it, or maybe you're just an experienced beader, sometimes we get in these boxes and we don't know what the beads are called or what particular special names of colors they've given them. So I really appreciate that I don't have to go digging through the box to figure out which beads are associated with the project that they've offered and which beads are associated with the stash builders that they've given us. Now, that being said, each of these little bags are labeled, and so we're going to get into it. So as you can see, this is Potomac Beads Best Bead Box, and this collection curation is called Alpine Lodge. It says, Snow kisses the tips of bright green pines, and the eternal quiet of a winter day wraps you in tranquility. Grab your most comfy socks, a steaming cup of tea, and curl up by a roaring fire with nothing but your beads and a creative, calm mind. Take inspiration in icy mountain peaks, serene blue skies, and the crystal glint of icicles in this month's Alpine Lodge Best Bead Subscription Box. So as I stated, this is sponsored by Potomac Beads. They gave me this subscription to do this unboxing, but I promise I'll tell you exactly what I think. So let's start with the project beads. So it's called the Mont Blanc necklace, and it's very pretty. It has blue and white, and it looks like brass, that's brass colored. So Mont Blanc necklace, this is the little leaflet that comes with it that gives you the directions on how to get it completed, and they also offer an additional video if you need that help, if you're like a visual learner. And so Mont Blanc necklace, let's look at what items come in making the Mont Blanc necklace. So first up, it tells us that they have sent 11 grams of sodalite round beads in 6mm. So as I stated, each of the bags are labeled. So let's see, sodalite 6mm round beads. That would be these beauties. Now, I don't really want to take them out of the packaging because they are sealed. They are not in a Ziploc bag, they are sealed. And so can you see that? Isn't that pretty? Those are very pretty. They're like blue and white. Some of them have more blue than white. But they're very pretty. I wish this was a real sealable bag because I don't want to open them and lose them before I'm able to work with them. But nonetheless, that is the first element. Then they have 7 grams of Mayuki seed beads in the 11/0 size and the 8/0 size. So this is the Mayuki. These are very small. These look like they have an AB finish on them. It doesn't say that, but it kind of looks like they do. Can you guys see that? So this is the 11/0 size Mayuki seed beads. Can you see that? Oh, yes, it does. It says semi-matte crystal AB. It says it on the label. It doesn't say it on here. So those are semi-matte crystal AB in 11/0, and then we have some Mayukis in white pearl, and so these are in the 8/0 size. Okay, so some very small beads. They've also sent for this project 3 grams of Mayuki drops, 3.4mm. So that would be these. These have a really pretty AB finish on top of a white pearl. I don't know if you guys can really catch that. I'm hoping you can if the camera is picking it up. But it's very pretty. Looks very clean and sophisticated. Just really pretty bright white. But then it has that AB finish on top. Right? White pearl AB. Mayuki drops. And then there are these 7. They give us 7 3.5mm. Now these are in a Ziploc bag, so I'll go ahead and take those out for you so you can see them. So these are the tubes. It says 7 antique brass large hole tubes, 3.5mm. And so those go on the necklace on this cute little project. Can you see that design? Designer Anna Taylor Mont Blanc necklace. And so these are the tubes. And then of course they sent us a corresponding lobster clasp to close it when we finish making it. So those are the elements that go in the Mont Blanc necklace. Again, they send you a pattern. They send you all of the elements that you'll need to make it, and they even include a link to a video if you are a visual learner and you need to watch someone see something to help you create this beautiful design. Next up, we have the beads for our stash. Now, these are also labeled. I have not gone through them, so bear with me as I try to find them in the order that they are listed here on our contents page. So, oh, I see some pieces that I really like already. Okay, so let's see. These for our stash. They have sent 9 grams check glass drops, 6 by 9 millimeter check glass drops. That would be these. And once again, they are not in a Ziploc. These are sealed. But those are pretty. I'm really liking the bright white in the beads that they're sending. It's the bright white. Looks very clean and crisp. So those are the check drops. They say they are 6 by 9 millimeter. Okay. Then there is there's one glass cabochon, 13 by 18 millimeters. That is this. Now this is really cute. I like it. It's kind of got a plaid pattern. Let me get this out so you guys can see it. Isn't that cute? Look at that. That's really cute. I like that. And then of course there is a silver plated cabochon setting for this, so that it will be very practical in using. And that's going to be very pretty. Something that simple can just go on some chain, don't you think? Look at that. So that's the cabochon setting. This goes right inside here. And that's very pretty. I like that. Yep, so that is the glass cabochon. And then they also included the silver plated cabochon setting. So I'm just going to store those together in one bag. All right. Next up, they've given us 1 gram check glass faceted rounds in 3 millimeters. That would be these. I love these. I love this blue. These are very small. 3 millimeter is a small bead, but it has a nice sparkle to it, and of course that's because of the facets. And again, I love a faceted bead. I like them. My favorite size of a faceted bead is about a 6 millimeter, but these are small. These are 3 millimeters. They are baby blue luster is the color that they're calling them. Very pretty, very sparkly. Next up, they have given 2 Potomac crystal Rivolis, 12 millimeter Rivolis. Oh, I like that green. You know what? I'm going to open this one up because I have an empty Ziploc over here from something else. Because I really want to see these. These are pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? If I can keep them in my hand. Look at that. Those are gorgeous. What is the color they call them? They just called them fern green. Isn't that pretty? Fern green Rivolis. Cute. Or Rivolis. I think it's Rivolis, you guys. All right, so those are pretty. Fern green. They've also given check glass stars. 5 check glass stars in 12 millimeters. And this is Aztec gold. And these are in a Ziploc, so I'll go ahead and take them out and show them to you guys. Look at that. Same color on both sides. Nice matte finish. Hole is vertical through the top of one of the points on the stars. And so that's pretty. Those are cute and fun. All right. Again, 5 of them. And they're check glass. And as it states on here, these are in the color Aztec gold. And they have, I think, what might be a SKU number right on the bag. So I guess if you wanted to order more, then you can go right to their website. Maybe type in the color or even type in this little reference number that's on here. Next up, they've sent 10 antique silver large hole spacers, 6 millimeters. That would be these. And they are also in a Ziploc, so I'll go ahead and take them out and share them with you. I'm liking the options that Potomac have sent. It's a nice shine on that antique silver. Usually antique silver looks a little bit more maybe matted. Has that, because it often has that black etching, depending on if there's detail associated with it. But I like those. Have a nice little shine. Those are 10 antique silver large hole spacers. They are 6mm. That's going to be very pretty. Next up, they have sent 7 grams spear beads, 5 by 9mm. Spear beads. That would be these. And they look like they are called white sunset. So they are white on one side and then this bronzy color on the other. Bronzy sunset color, I guess you can call it, since they are called sunset white or white sunset. And they are little spears. And let's see where the hole is. The hole is, oh, you know what? This has 3 holes in it, you guys. I'm trying to see my old eyes. Yes, there are 3 holes in these beads. 3 holes on these white sunset spears. And this is 7 grams. And the dimensions are 5 by 9. Those are cute. Let me take more out so you guys can see them. Isn't that cute? So I'm assuming there's weaving, or maybe weaving if you're a weaver. But I mean, if you're a stringer, you can certainly do it as well. There are 3 holes. That's interesting. Okay, Potomac, I see what you did there. Next up, you guys, there are 4 Potomac crystal long ovals in settings. 5 by 15. That would be these. These are pretty. Now, these aren't in a Ziploc bag, but I want to take them out because I want to see them up close. I love this color. Now, on here, they're saying this color is Capri Blue. Yep, crystal long ovals in settings. So let me be careful. Okay, those are cute. And I'm trying to see where the holes are. So there are two holes. You see that? Those are really pretty. I love that color. Capri Blue. They're calling it Capri Blue. That's pretty. So I'm going to stick these in a bag with one of the other groups of beads. That is a Ziploc bag. I'm going to stick them in here with the large hole spacers. But those are pretty, and I love that color, Capri Blue. In settings. So you already have your silver. So you have your 2 colors already. Cute. Love it, you guys. 3 grams of mini duo beads. That would be these. And the color is orange luster. It looks very creamy. Can you guys see that? Now, these are small, not in a Ziploc bag. And so I don't want to take them out. Mini duos. Orange luster. They do look like a little, they look creamy. Yep. Doesn't tell us what size they are, but they look like they're about 2 2-3 millimeters. Okay, Potomac. Next up, there is one pewter toggle. Oh, I love a cute toggle clasp, don't you? This is cute. Look at this one. I would have loved more than one of these. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I love that. Looks very vintage. Pewter. Nice, you guys. Yep, pewter toggle. That's nice. I certainly wouldn't have mine more than one of those. Will be very pretty on a bracelet. Closure. All right, so we have these left. We have 3 grams of Miyuki Bugles beads. That would be these. And the color they're telling us is gilt-lined opal. Gilt-lined opal. These are pretty. These remind me of those miracle beads. They look like they glow. Except these have a lining that looks almost brassy. So I'm wondering if when you thread them, will you be able to see that little detail on the end? But it says it's gilt-lined opal. I like it. They look kind of transparent. Can you guys see that? Nice. 6 millimeters, Miyuki. Very good quality Miyuki. Next up, we have 10 Storm Duo beads. In antique brass. Let's see. This is in a Ziploc. Let's get a closer look at these. Okay. So, duo beads, two holes. So yeah, of course, if you are a stringer, which is what I usually do, you can certainly string these. But oftentimes you see these used in weaving applications. But I love the shine and the understated shine on the brass. It's not very shiny, and I like that, especially with brass. Don't like it to be too shiny, so that would be perfect for me. I like that. Okay, those were the Storm Duo beads in antique brass. And then last but not least, these little beauties. This 4 check glass dome beads, 14 by 8 millimeter. Very pretty. I like that. Where are the holes? Okay, so that has 1 hole. Very pretty. Look at the back. That's pretty as well. I don't know. Earrings, you guys. Bracelet. Certainly would look nice on the top of your wrist, wouldn't it? Let's check it out. That would be a nice focal on top of the wrist somehow. I've got them in 4s just because my wrist is small, but even if you lined them up, okay, it doesn't want to cooperate, but you get what I'm saying. That would be very pretty as the focal. Okay, should I give? There we go. Very pretty up there. Let me move it forward. It may not work on my wrist, but you know how it will look. I'm stubborn. I won't stop. All right, there we go. You see that? That would be very pretty, right, as a focal on a bracelet. I like these. I like these Potomac. These are very pretty. Check glass dome beads. They're a nice size, not too big. Have a nice shine as the light hits them. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead, put them back in their Ziploc bag. That is a nice collection, Potomac. And so again, I want to thank them for sending this and considering me. This collection was called Alpine Lodge, and even in the description they talk about curling up and by a fire and just calm and tranquility, and I do get that feeling from the choices that they've included here. Nice bright whites, the blues, the creaminess, right? This looks very vintage and, you know, not contemporary. Not that contemporary things automatically translate to loudness, but there's just something calming about the things that seem old, right? Old in a good way. And so I really like that. I think this will be my favorite. This toggle piece and these dome beads. I think these are my favorite. These two. Yep, I like those the best. So that's Potomac Bead Box, Best Bead Box. What do you guys think? I'm gonna see if I can try out the pattern that they've sent and see how well I fare. As I'm looking at it, it looks like there are some little nuggets on here that they've used the seed beads to create. Can you see that? These little pieces here in between, and that looks like there's some bead weaving involved, which is not my forte, but they give instructions and I certainly can read. So we're going to give it a try, guys, and see what happens. So there you have it. If you would like to order Potomac Bead Box, Best Bead Box, go ahead over to potomacbeads.com and check it out. So there you have it, guys. Potomac Best Bead Box. As always, thank you for joining me. Again, I want to thank all my new subscribers. I was so surprised to continuously get new subscribers while I was away, and I appreciate you guys. So I hope you stick around. And again, thanks to all of you who continue to watch. I appreciate you so much, and as always, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day.